Okay, so back into
A map of London and its surroundings.
whatever the
Could
fuck
be
I was
useful.
doing. Let's make sure there's no more things I can do here that'll piss
I
me
do
off
hope that
if I
bone has
don't
no
do it.
connection to Watson's medical practice.
Ah, right, so I need to go back to the club. Talk to what's-his-face about that dude in the picture. See if there's a connection. Oh. Nothing new there. Just show him the photo.
I found this photograph on your wall. You're in it, but do you know who these men are? Particularly the gentleman with the swollen eye.
Oh, him. But that's poor Mr. Albeit. He died from fever during an expedition to Guatemala 14 years ago. We were searching a Mayan Quiche temple, but everything went wrong. We were unable to enter the temple and the expedition ended in disaster. I'm here, and here is Zacharias. And there is Bernard Marley, another member. He's over there, near the pedestal. By the way, he's the fellow who built that terrible statue. He created it, must have been 10 years ago.
Albeit was a club member. Where is his collection?
Well, the devil if I know. We never did locate it.
Statue of Takanuman was built 10 years ago by Mr. Bernard Marley. The curse of Tutankhamun is real and aimed towards the expedition members. The curse is simply a interpretation of events. Paired. Sir Charles is aware of the curse. He had the perfect opportunity. Sir Charles is unaware of the existence of a curse. Opportunity doesn't make him a murderer. 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 I don't want to make a decision on that yet. Was he a fucker in the green?
Mr. Bernard Marley, I presume. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I have to ask you about an expedition to Guatemala.
Shh, not here. It's too dangerous. I'll give you my card. Visit me there where we can talk.
Eight Grub Street, London. New area? Fuck.
Keaton Street.
Keaton Street.
Keaton Street. Gumballs Road. Excuse me, where is Grub Street?
It's that way.
Keaton Street.
Keaton Street. Just gotta enter your home.
I'm not expecting anyone.
No shit.
Excuse me, where is Grub Street?
I don't know.
Excuse me, where is Grub Street?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't open the door to strangers.
Possum Street. Possum Street. Cranny Street.
Sherlock Holmes, find the street.
Cranny Street. Grub Street.
Uh, 8.
Horse of Pedro Alvarado. He was a conquistador, I believe. Hello there, my man. Is your boss in?
Ah, he's in his office. It's the door near the female statue in the corner of the workshop.
A drawing of Takunu Man. This mechanism is quite modern. All the gears are of good quality. Strange to find it in a foundry. No oxidation. This metal arm has never been outside. It's not part of the bowling club statue. There were 2 large boxes. Fresh scratches. Hello there, my man. Is your boss in?
Sorry, I'm too busy to chat.
I don't really see anything.
Two large boxes which were inside the warehouse. They were taken to Bernard Marley's office. It's probable that the missing crates contained pieces of Takunu Man's statue.
Three boxes containing parts of the Tikuman statue were stored in Marley's foundry. 2 of them were moved to Marley's office.
Apparently, Marley has built multiple statues of Takunu Man.
Yeah, it's just my office door, you know.
Mr. Holmes, you must forgive my escape at the club. It wasn't a safe place to talk.
And it's safer here.
Yes, better here. Not my office. I have secured my foundry, you know.
Huh, reassuring.
Alright, let's do it. Protective charms, amulets. badges infrequently on the desk. Poor character portrait. Fuck! I was getting good at that too when I did that last time. Damn it.
Did you know Zacharias Greystoke the victim?
Yes, he was a brave friend. Such good karma until yesterday.
Do you recognize the unwell man in this photograph?
By Jove, albeit. Yes, that's him. The poor fellow met his end in Guatemala. He was struck down by a terrible disease.
You were friends?
Not really, but he was an active member and a courageous man. Too courageous. You can't fight against the Quiche gods.
And what of the expedition? You were seeking a Mayan temple.
Yes, the Temple of Tekun Uman. Another one of Charles's stupid ideas. We found it, but there was some kind of strange force that prevented us from entering. An evil aura. It was Tekun Uman's emanation. We could all feel it. Albeit its disease worsened suddenly, there was nothing we could do. And now, with Zacharias' death, the curse has reawakened.
After 14 years.
Prophecies are timeless. Even in the beyond, there is no escape.
Did Zacharias believe in the prophecy?
It is not a matter of belief, don't you understand? Zacharias was convinced that we could stop the curse by studying the calendar. What insanity! He sent me a message. He wanted us to visit the club and try to convince Charles to remove the calendar from the awards ceremony.
But you didn't go.
I knew Charles would refuse. Anyway, studying the calendar wouldn't help. Tekun Uman is far too powerful.
Your relationship with Charles Yellingham is...
Not friendly. Well, it is reciprocal. You know, most of his expeditions are failures because he is too focused on his hypothetical career to be in politics.
He has political ambition.
That would be an understatement. He has ambitions for the House of Lords, and the club is his means of achieving this. It's also the reason for his disastrous management. But he still succeeds in finding money. I wonder how.
What's your opinion on Tekun Uman's statue having disappeared?
I don't know, but I have nothing to do with it. Nothing.
Fuck, I forgot. Ah,
What
fuck.
do you mean? Did the curse get you as well?
Never mind.
I have to leave you now. I've got paperwork to do. And
Damn
we've
it.
spoken too much. He could hear us. Tekun Uman. Well, goodbye then.
Oh, fucking
Marley is
idiot.
hiding something inside his office. I'll have to visit it, but at night, and with Watson.
The portrait. False statement.
Caitlin's at Miss Alice's playing the piano. She'd disobey me.
Well, Holmes, I was inspired to... Oh, look here. The postman has made a mistake. He's delivered a letter addressed to Miss Alice.
Oh, he mistook 221B for 221C. Give it to me,
Oh, but-
Watson.
It's gonna make a scene.
What are you going to do with it, Holmes?
Gonna read it. New neighbor. She's young and beautiful. She seems to relate well to children, but she's still not married. The love token she wears eludes her connection with the criminal world. She suffered. Past her scars indicate that she survived a suicide attempt. Judging by her jewelry, she's interested in the occult science.
I need to finish here first.
How do I need to check it out?
I can't help myself. I must open this letter.
Interesting.
It would be easier to open this letter if I steam it. Let's prepare. Boil water in kettle. I need to turn on the gas burner first.
Oh, really? I'd put on the fucking water first, but that's just me. Alice, so you finally did it. You moved and settled yourself next to him. You are a bold one. He will fascinate you, but be cautious of him all the time. All the same, I am writing you to tell you that I found your father's boat. It is quite damaged, but still afloat. You can use it if you wish. You must know your father was like a brother to me. If there's anything in any way that I can do to help you, please let me know. Anything, whatever the risk it may involve.
Miss Alice planned to live here because of me. I need to have a talk with her as soon as possible. Let's reseal it, as if it was never opened. I need something to apply the glue.
Really? Maybe like a brush?
That's it.
Don't stop playing, Kate. I'm going to take some...
I need to speak with Miss Alice first. She's on the balcony. How about telling me why you came here in the first place?
Mr. Holmes, why do you ask? I hardly think that I'm accountable to you.
Since you extended an invitation to my daughter against my wishes, I believe that you are.
So said the father, cloaked in all his severity. My word, you almost frightened me.
You won't say that. Very well. Ask Caitlin to come home now.
Oh, poor child, let her play. Such insouciance. So useful for covering up disturbing secrets. And since you intend to hide the truth from her...
What?
We all have our secrets.
You...
But don't worry, Mr. Holmes. Caitlin is a sensitive child, and I like her enormously.
Alice, come back in. I can do it. See? You're wonderful.
I like to think that the feeling is mutual. We wouldn't want her to know of your secrets, or for her to be unhappy. I have to go inside now.
Okay. The talk with Alice completed.
Ah, Holmes, I entirely forgot. There's a man corresponding to the photograph who is a regular visitor at the Hospital for Tropical Diseases. His name is James Byron.
Are you sure? That's fantastic.
And we can visit him, but you should disguise yourself first. I'll introduce you as my colleague. Holmes, we have to go to the hospital. Holmes, we have to go to the hospital.
This suit
Fuck it.
isn't appropriate for where we're going.
Oh my god. Let me go change. Look like a doctor now.
Holmes, we have to go to the...
Oh shit. Can I... Do I have new deductions? No.
Oh, Dr. Watson, may I help you?
Hello, Baird. My colleague and I are here to see Mr. Byron.
Ah, Byron.
Patients visit this department for treatment and then return home. Department of Tropical Diseases.
This should be the right place. Our man might be here.
May I help you?
I'd like to finish the conversation that I skipped through. What do you see, Sherlock? What do you see? Holy fuck. That guy got fucking ruined, dude.
Mr. Byron?
More doctors? Please. I've just received my treatment. I need to rest a while before I leave.
Oh god. Damn it. Keep getting poor character portraits.
We would like to ask you some questions about an expedition that took place 14 years ago.
An expedition? What expedition? You're wrong. I've never left London.
Is it not you in this photograph from Guatemala?
Guatemala? Checuna man! Dr. Baird! Come here quickly, I don't feel well!
What on earth is going on? Please, calm down. I'm sorry, my dear colleague, but Dr. Brunt is waiting to give Mr. Byron a private consultation. You can wait here.
Thanks, Toots.
What should we do next, Holmes?
Weren't you paying attention? We have to wait, but we'll take advantage of the situation. This address is almost invisible.
Hospital for whatever, Mr. Byron. Oak Street, 21D. Mr. Byron, Mr. Dr. Brunt's, please confirm your appointment on 20th of November, please. Early in the morning.
He recently purchased Chinese tobacco.
That son of a bitch.
Our man passed by a circus.
Oh, you're still here?
Obviously. We're waiting for Mr. Byron. Is he not with you?
No, the gentleman left directly after his consultation. Oh, he forgot to collect his belongings.
Holmes, it seems that Albeit has escaped.
Obviously. And he knows that we are aware of his true identity. Quickly. I know how to find him.
Sir Charles and Bernard Marley claimed that Albert died in Guatemala during the expedition 14 years ago. However, we met Albert at the hospital full of tropical diseases. Either both gentlemen are lying or they are unaware that Albert managed to survive.
What should we do next, Holmes?
That isn't our man.
You don't know that for sure. He could be a traitor. Oak Street, 21D. If I look at my map of London.
Thanks to the information I obtained at the hospital, I can now deduce where Albeit is hiding.
Albeit.
We know that Albeit paid a visit to an opium den, a crowded market, and a circus. He also Let's find a place in London where all four elements are close together.
Elephant, hookah. Pipe. Do they have to be in that sequence? Like, does the elephant have to be in the top left? I wish I didn't skip it again. Keep fucking doing that. Would have to be. Have to be this. Oh no. Chest. What the fuck, dude? Get that shit out of your fucking throat. Oh, here it is.
Now we need to find a street name ending in OOK.
If I could fucking...
Here it is. 21D Brook Street.
Oh my
Watson,
god.
I believe we found Albiet's flat.
Did you find Albiet's house on the map?
No, I just told you I didn't, because... Yeah. Any new deductions? I will cough all over all your stuff and there will be phlegm everywhere.
Help!
Do you hear that? Quick! We have to open this door.
The door's too strong and the lock is too solid to break with bare hands.
Please help! No! Please help! Help! No! Please help!
Just open the fucking door, dude.
This table could serve as cover.
Holy shit, dude.
This table could serve as cover.
Why don't you fucking go there, bruh?
All of these statues serve as a perfect hideout for the attacker. Those curtains can block the attacker's view once they're closed. If I cut those ropes, the curtains will fall and block the attacker's view. Watson, I'll try to reach those curtains to close them. Cover me.
Oh, I got shot right in the fucking dome, dude.
Watson, cover me!
Whoosh. The fuck is he hitting you still? A ridiculous angle. Watson! I pressed A instead.
Watson, come here. He's behind the screen.
Back against the wall. No way.
Our
fucking
attacker
could do
escaped
that.
through this skylight. Our assailant escaped using this rope. Our assailant escaped using this.
Seems like a pretty important amulet that we're forgetting about.
What should we do next, Holmes?
Imagine! Completely missed that.
No! Don't kill me!
Calm down. It's over now. It's gone.
You? Oh. But why are you here? You're not doctors, are you?
No. Well, you're half right. Shall we remove these masks? Your true name is Albeit, is it not? You were a member at Charles Yellingham's club.
Yes, I was.
Can you tell us what happened here?
After your visit at the hospital, I quickly returned home. I was lying there on the sofa and felt an evil presence in the room.
An evil presence?
Never mind. It's probably the fever.
Or perhaps a living statue?
Yes. It was one of the double statues. I saw its shadow. I believed that it was searching for me, that it wanted to kill me. It was horrible.
As in Zacharias' murder, the statue came to life when its intended victim appeared in front of it. I must examine your residence. It may hold some clues. There's a locked door on the first floor. May I have the key for it?
All right, but there's nothing interesting inside.
That's why we fucking locked
Tell
it.
us about your expedition to Guatemala 14 years ago.
It was in my former life.
What really happened there? You were said to have died.
I was ill with a terrible fever. I asked them to leave me there. I can't remember how. I only have flashes of memory. But by some miracle, I survived. I left an eye and one arm behind. It took me time, but at last I managed to return to London.
Why do you use a false name?
That expedition signaled the end of my career, and my very life as I'd known it. I changed my name and my address. Now I'm weak and useless and alone. I'm a walking dead man.
Not for long.
Perhaps this was it. It was my curse to fade away little by little. Tekunu man's revenge.
You are aware of Zacharias's murder, are you not?
Yes, and quite aptly I read that he was killed with a spear.
Aptly.
Well, he practiced archaeology almost as though it were a sport, seeking adrenaline. Imagine his state of adrenaline when he died, him being the prey.
And who would have been the hunter?
Tekunu man? Whoever, whatever. It'll soon be over for me at any rate. Well, thank you again for saving me.
Ah, yes, the key. There's nothing interesting in there. Don't look! Ah. Yeah. Okay.
This bed is very small.
No, it's not. It's got a small bed. A person or a child. Whoa.
1894. This model was created after the expedition to Guatemala. The interior seems well designed, but I cannot see it properly. This model forms a part of another, larger model.
What's in the chest?
Albiet's wife and son, I presume.
I, Claudio Gil Indico de Silva, give full retribution to Albert Dyke and Ba Adumambo from this day forth for him and his descendants. My love, I understand your pain, but please know that my decision was made only to protect you. How could I return to the real world? Or if anyone should discover the terrible shame of this failed expedition and my enslavement, it would dishonor our son's name forever. It would be better that my memory remains in Tekunaman's temple. I came back to see you for the last time. I intend to die alone with my precious collections, my lifetime, the result of archaeology. One friend of mine who's still at Bailiff will help handle the sales. You'll receive all the income. Please try not to be unhappy. My death will be a release. I have made arrangements for my burial. Goodbye to you, my dears. I hope that you might forgive me and you are able to finally live happy lives. My only wish. He's got tiny shoes. Who's the fucking midget?
There's a little bed in the small room. It's been used.
Well, it is for my son Gulliver. After my official death, my wife and he left for Glasgow. Upon my return, I installed this room.
So they know about you.
My boy Gulliver visits occasionally. But I wonder, what is a life with a crippled father? They will lose me again.
Mr. Albeit, what is this?
How? It's impossible. How did you find it?
Answer me.
17 years ago, I built a model of Tekun Man's temple. We stored it inside the club's globe before leaving for the expedition. I've no idea if it's still there. While in Guatemala, I had dreams about a missing part. A pyramid. Then, when we entered the temple, I experienced vivid visions.
Wait a minute. You entered the temple?
Well, yes, we did. And we found the pyramid from my visions. But I was too weak. I was unable to solve the mystery of its entrance. I failed there. I always wanted to understand why. So upon my return...
You rebuilt this final part according to your visions and...
Nothing. But I'm dying, and at least my son will see that I did my best to complete my life's work.
Holy shit, dude. God. Someone of small stature, perhaps help her son to pass through the tiny roof window. Interesting. It's possible to complete the model of Tekun temple. Takun, Zacharias, and Albert were proficient. A small child would not have sufficient strength or cunning to be a murderer. Albie is lying about his son. The bed could belong to someone other of small stature who could also be the murderer. Albeit could only be built the model of the final pyramid if he managed to gain its entry. It wasn't necessary for Albeit to enter the pyramid in order to construct its model. He could use his imagination. Testimonies of Sir Charles and Bernard Marley are contrary to Albiet's. However, none of them wish to talk about the temple. Find out the truth about the temple. Use the club's model to discover why the expedition members are afraid to discuss what happened in the Tekun temple. I'm gonna go with the opportunity, honestly. He took advantage of the cursed legend in order to kill
A statue was once here. Now it's missing. It appears that the missing statue may have escaped via the window in the roof. The iron mounting rod is broken. The surface is damaged.
What should we do next, Holmes?
Well, thank you again for saving me.
No problem. Yeah, I guess the only place to go now is, back to the club.
A murder at my club. What a disaster for our reputation. I heard that Zacharias was killed by the statue's spear.
Some bits are missing. Some bits are missing.
Yeah, no shit.
Some bit. Some bits are missing. Some bits are missing.
Mayan pyramid miniatures in Albiet's house.
Some bits are missing.
That was weird. A little bit raggy.
Watson, stay alert, and you'll need to be quiet.
What should we do next, Holmes?
Oh my god. That was some crazy fucking lockpicking. I'll tell you that. Just want to see if anything's changed.
This door is securely locked. I must find another way in.
How can we reach the balcony?
I can't move it in this direction.
I can't move it in that direction.
It's like he's receiving the most painful anal he's ever had. Alright. That took for fucking ever.
Others might see nothing here but fence, but there is more to it than that. Others might see nothing here but fence, but there is more to it than that. I need a clear path.
So much fucking ladder noise, dude. What the fuck?
The balcony door's open.
Maybe that's it? I like how they have the same grunts. It's magical. Oh god, I wish I didn't fucking take all that time to move it. Oh my god, dude. No, okay, alright. I had to do that. Should have left it where it was. It's an interesting little puzzle we got going on here. Oh god. This is way fucking harder than it looks, too.
Whoa.
Don't lose it. Don't lose it. Okay. And we'll cut it here.